Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 2020 goals, how to reach your goals, how to set goals, and then also just sharing some of my goals / resolutions for the year. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. It is my first video of 2020. I took a very unintentional break from YouTube over the past week because I started off the year very sick and then I had a 3-day migraine. So I have been just completely out for the count, and I had such high intentions of, you know, taking all my Christmas decorations down and having all of my goal setting videos and all of these things done already, and now I feel like I'm just starting the new year, which we're already 6 days in, so I'm feeling very behind, but I'm ready to do it. I have all my goals. I am ready to tackle the year. I feel refreshed. I feel ready to go. Also, if you saw my what I got for Christmas and my birthday video, I said that Adam had gotten me a cactus for my birthday. That's it. I need a new pot for it, but that is my cactus. I am definitely somebody who has to have goals that I'm working towards. If I don't have something I'm working towards, what's the point of working hard? For me, I'm just a very goal-oriented person, and I have a lot of goals this year. I'm going to share the tools that I use to set my goals and just how I stay on track, and then just also a couple of steps that I take when I'm setting goals. So first of all, I have my planner, which I do have an Erin Condren planner. I don't think that it's necessary depending on how you are. I think there's a lot of content about what planner to buy, what tools to use, all of that, and I don't necessarily agree with it. I think it all depends on the person, how they plan, how they set goals, their personality, how their brain works, all of it. So if a planner doesn't work for you, don't use a planner. If it works for you, use one. I've had an Erin Condren for quite a few years now. This year I have the hourly setup. I've had the vertical before. The only one I haven't had before is the horizontal. So I haven't written in it this year, although this is a 6-month one. I got it, I wanna say in like October or September. So I have the hourly. This is the way that it is set up. So the days are at the top and then it just goes hour by hour. I do like this setup, but what I will say is that I don't use this only. This is really good if you're into time blocking and you want every minute of every day to be spelled out for you. I realized that that's not necessarily how my brain works. I wanted to try this layout out. I'm glad I did, and I do like it. I actually use it more for a to-do list than I do for set times, just because I don't have set times for everything, and since my job is so much creative, I feel like I have to take advantage of the times that I'm feeling creative, just because that isn't all the time. And so if I have scheduled to do emails, but I'm feeling really creative and have a lot of ideas, I just feel like I have to take advantage of that. So I do let my schedule be pretty flexible, but I do have certain things that I have to get done every single week and certain times that I schedule those things out. So this layout would be really good if you like to time block, or if you have a lot of appointments, or you have a job that you have a lot of phone calls and meetings and all of that, that the hourly would really work well for you. She does have the vertical, so that one is like 3 sections, which I've had that one before, and I used to use it for like my last company that I ran, and then I had a to-do list, and then I had any appointments, dinner plans, anything else in the bottom. And then she also does have the horizontal, which has like a block for Monday, block for Tuesday, block for Wednesday, so on. So she does have a few different options depending on what you're looking for. So this is the planner I use. I do really love it. And then I also do have her markers, which is nice because you can kind of color coordinate things depending on what's going on. I will leave it linked down below in case you're interested. That might work for you, or that might not work for you. I also have a notebook. This is just like a plain old notebook that I bought at Target, and I write so many things in here. This has just random thoughts and ideas, and it's actually almost full, so I'm gonna have to get a new one. But this is really good if I have just ideas for With Love Sarah, video ideas. I wanna flush out like points that I'm talking about in a video, or sometimes I'll write to-dos on here if I'm sitting at my desk, or just anything. I'm definitely somebody who needs to write things down, and so my notebook is really good for that. And then I do use my iCal in my iPhone just for things that I have going on certain days at certain times so that I don't miss anything. But I am certainly a list person. I have a list for everything, and I discovered Google Keep last year. It's a free app, and you can basically make lists and just color coordinate them. You can draw on it, you can share photos, you can add collaborators. So for instance, there is a grocery list on here that Adam and I share, and this one is my blue list. So this is the grocery list. The only thing on there right now is water filters, but then you can just check things off. So if he's at the store or I'm at the store, I can go in and look and see if he's added anything or vice versa, so that we don't have to always communicate, or like I can stop at the store and he doesn't necessarily know that I'm going, but if there's anything he added, I can still grab it while I'm there. So that is one of them. I have a list for today. So a lot of times I'll write a to-do list either at night before I go to bed or when I wake up for things that I need to accomplish that day. And then I will just add those in there and check them off after I finish them. And then I have big projects that I'm working on that are going to be like longer term things, but I do still want them to be front of mind. So when I open this up, I can just see the bullet points. I have a 2020 goals list that I actually just recently put in there as I was thinking about my goals, just because I do like to see these on a regular basis, so they're not just in the back of my mind. I'm thinking about them more often. And then I have one for With Love Sarah. So anything that I'm trying to work on for that, projects, supplies I need, etc., etc. You get the point. I'm a list person, and this lets you just check things off, which is so satisfying because I can actually see that I'm finishing things. So those are the tools that I use to keep me on track, stay organized, all of that. So the first thing that I like to do is kind of go through the categories in my life and start brainstorming the ideas that I have for my goals. And I like to do it in all facets of my life. So I have my relationships, my financial goals, my career goals, and my personal goals. And there's different categories obviously under each of those as well. I also think it's important to have small goals as well as large goals, because sometimes your small goals are things like drink more water every day. That's something that's semi-easy to achieve, but the long-term effects of it are really great, and it's a really, really good thing for your health. And so something like that seems like a small goal, but the effects of it can be very long-term. When you're setting goals, you have to set very clear and quantifiable goals. So instead of saying, I want to get in good shape, because what is good shape? Good shape to everyone is different. Good shape could be a number on the scale. It could be a body fat index. It could be eating healthy 5 days a week. It could be running a half marathon. Like, all of these things could mean that you're in good shape, but everyone is going to be so different. So you have to have something that's measurable so that when you hit the goal, you know for sure you did. Not like, oh, well, I lost 10 pounds, so am I in good shape? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on where you started, depends on what your goal is. So set clear goals. Also, if you are setting large goals, you have to have small action steps to take. If you want to, say, run a half marathon in 2020, which is not one of my goals, but if it is, good for you. So you're not just gonna go from sitting on the couch for 3 months to running a half marathon in March. So what you could do is start working out a couple of days a week. Maybe that's starting with walking on an incline on the treadmill, or speed walking, or going for a jog, or doing intervals so you're jogging and walking, 2 days a week. And then you bump it up to 3 days a week. Maybe you sign up for your first 5K in March, and then you run a 10K in, June, and then you're, ramping up, and then you start doing a training program. There's so many of them out there, and they're usually like 3 months long. So then you do that for 3 months, and then you're ready to run your marathon by the end of the year. You're not just gonna jump in and then run it right away. So you have to have small steps. Put all of your goals in a place that you can see them, whether that's a vision board, or you have a little list on your desk, or like I have them in my app on my phone, just somewhere that you see them on a regular basis, so that they don't just, you don't write them down and then forget about them. And then of course, if you hit your goals, reward yourself. I think it is so important to reward yourself for your hard work. I'm actually really bad at doing this, but I've been working on getting better. If you work really hard for something, you have to celebrate it so that you feel more empowered to work harder for something else. I just think that it's so nice to be able to reward yourself for your hard work, and you really enjoy things when you work hard for them. So reward yourself as you're hitting even the milestones or the goals. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but maybe get a massage if you ran your first 5K, or go out to dinner if you hit a big milestone at work, or whatever that is. Something small to treat yourself is really important. It can even be taking a bath in peace and quiet, like anything just to have a small treat. All right, I'm going to share some of my goals for the year with you guys. I'm not gonna share all of them because some of them are personal, but I do wanna share some of them, and I would love it if you guys let me know down below what your goals for 2020 are. Hopefully we can hold each other accountable and achieve them together. Also, if you haven't set your goals yet, no pressure. This is not a it has to be done before the year starts kind of thing. This is a start now, start next week, but definitely start and think of some goals that would help make your life better or help get you to where you want to be. One of my goals is to declutter and organize my entire house, which is a big goal. I noticed that when Adam moved in, I was kind of like cramming things in places that they didn't belong because I was trying to make room for him. And I've lived in my house for 5 years, and so by the time he came in, my house was already full. So I was trying to get rid of some stuff. I didn't get rid of enough stuff, and we still need to go through a lot of the stuff that he brought that's still in boxes in the basement. So I'm obviously not just going to have that done by February, but I'm going to spend a month on each section of the house. So for January, I'm focusing on my dressing room, decluttering all of my clothing, shoes, accessories, makeup, beauty, hair care, all of those things in January, and then I will move on to the next space. Last year, I posted 196 videos on this channel, and this year I want to do basically the same. That averages out to just over 16 a month. My goal is an average of 15 a month. I love posting consistent content, and I plan to do the exact same thing this year. I also want to get my business channel up and running. I talked about it months ago. I completely just got sidetracked and had way too much going on with building up With Love Sarah and also this channel. And so those two things took precedent, but I do want to get that up and running. So that is a big goal for me this year. I want to create a seasonal subscription box for With Love Sarah. I have thought about this a lot, and I decided for this year I'm going to do it quarterly, so 4 times this year. I am really, really excited about it. It's going to be 2 to 3 pieces of jewelry, and it'll be sent out once a season. I'm super excited about it. It's in the works. If it is already up on the website to sign up for, I will leave it linked down below, but it's gonna be really cool and I'm really excited about it. It'll be exclusive pieces that, this isn't one of them, but I will be designing pieces that are only going out to the subscription people. So you won't be able to get it on the website or anywhere else. Only those people will have access to those pieces, and it'll be sent out once every 3 months. I also want to vlog more. I've had so much fun vlogging. I can't remember when exactly we started it. We vlogged a couple of our trips earlier this year, but then I started doing like a week in my life type vlogs probably in like September or October, and I really, really have enjoyed it. So I want to continue vlogging. I need to clean out my inbox and my external hard drive. My inbox has over 5,000 emails in it. I don't have any unread emails anymore. That was a huge weight lifted off of me, but I do have over 5,000 emails in my inbox that just need to go into folders and be organized. So I need to do that, and then my external hard drive has videos, thumbnails, files, photos, all the things, and none of them are organized. I've realized that after I stopped working in an office and I was solely working for myself, I became less organized because the time that I could spend organizing, I was still getting paid for when I worked for someone else. Now that I work for myself, I don't get paid to sit and organize things, and so I would rather spend my time on other things that help build my business. But it's so important to stay organized. It's something that helps save time on the back end, so it's just good to do it from the front. And I ordered a new computer that's supposed to come tomorrow, so it's like a good time to start fresh with organizing everything. I want to create / update my Amazon storefront. I get asked all the time if I have a storefront where all of my favorites are in the same place, and I have one, but it's not very good right now. It doesn't have everything in one place, and it hasn't been updated. So I do want to get that up and running for you guys so that you can just go to that one little place. All of my favorites are there, and you can shop them all directly without having to go individually to everything that I link. I want to stay active all year. I feel like I go through spurts of being active like 5 months in a row, and then I just don't work out for like a month, and it's always something stupid. Like I got sick and then I had a migraine, and so now it would be one of those times that I would like push it off for a few more days because I already haven't worked out because I was sick. But instead I want to really focus on jumping right back into it and working out again. I actually watched Jessica Braun's video, which I will link hers down below as well, about her resolutions and the changes that she's making. She referenced somebody in that video that said never go 2 days without moving, and so that really stuck with me. So I'm gonna try that. She said that she has had really good results with it. So I think that if I have kind of a plan like that, that it's not so rigid that it's like 5 days a week or you have to do this on a certain day, that it's just like move your body at least every other day, I'll have better luck with it. So I'm gonna try that. Thank you, Jessica, for the tip. And then the last one that I'm going to share is I want to do a date night with Adam once a week. I've noticed, again, since he moved in, it's like automatic hangout time because I see him every day, but a lot of times I'm working or he's doing something around the house and we're distracted and we're not spending that quality time together. So I think having a designated date night is really important to keep our relationship a priority. So that is one that I really want to do this year as well. Alrighty guys, those are all of the ones that I'm going to share with you. Let me know down below what your goals are, and also let me know if there's any video requests you have, what you want to see from me this year. I would love to hear it. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.